Hi again. This is Emil Tarabi. Welcome to video number 3 in the Get Empowered video training series, the Information Wealth Creation Superhighway. The topic of this video is the power of leadership. And in this video, we're going to discuss one of the most important topics in the Get Empowered program. Now, there are two types of leadership that I'd like to address in this video. Number one, we're going to talk about personal leadership. This is inner leadership, internal leadership. Number two, we're going to also talk about professional leadership, external leadership, outer leadership. This is leadership as it pertains to your effect on the world, as it pertains to you in the company of others. Professional leadership or external leadership is secondary. The essence of leadership is personal leadership, and that's really what I like to focus on in this video. You see, until an individual is capable of leading himself or herself, the possibility of professional leadership simply doesn't exist. Personal leadership is not only the key to success in your professional life, it's also the key to success in your personal life, in every aspect of your life. Do you ever stop and ask yourself, who is in control of your life? Do you ever ask the question, who's in control of my life? Who is running my life? If you have asked yourself that question, you may have realized that oftentimes we are not in control of our own lives. We are not in control of our own selves. You see, leadership is not about leading others. It's about being able to lead ourselves. It's about being in control of our very selves, our own beings. And unless we engage in personal leadership, in being able to regain control of ourselves, there's no benefit to us leading others. It's almost like the blind leading the blind. Typically, for most people, when we talk about who's in the driver's seat of their life, of our lives, very often fear controls us. We are typically governed and driven by fear. Now, this fear can manifest itself in many forms, in many ways. It tends to make us do things that we wouldn't normally do. Fear also prevents us from doing many things that we would like to do. It paralyzes us. It keeps us stuck in life. And most fear is unfounded. A good acronym to help remember what fear does to us is remembering that fear is simply false experiences appearing real. You see, our subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to discern between what is real, what's actually happening outside, and what we think about, what's going on in our minds, what's going on in our heads. So when our lives are governed by subconscious fears, our body is continually reacting to them as if they're real. By understanding the value and the power of leadership, both in our personal and professional lives, we can augment our lives in every way possible. We can have greater levels of success in every area of life. You can move forward much faster in your career and in your business, as well as in the health of your personal relationships. You see, leadership, the power of leadership is about regaining power over ourselves, being able to control our own lives, by being able to control ourselves. Mastering your life depends on mastering yourself. Previously, I stated that leadership is the most lucrative form of service on the planet. Leadership is dependent upon offering value to others, being able to serve others. This is only again possible in its most perfected form when we become, or as we become, selfless, as we become more and more focused on offering value and service to others. Yet that's difficult to do when we live in fear, when we're continually motivated by self-preservation, by our interests. Now, developing personal leadership, it's a lifelong skill. It's something that we'll continually always be working at, but it's also one of the most valuable, most rewarding engagements we can possibly pursue. Leadership is based on vision. It's being able to see something beyond your current circumstances and beyond the status quo, beyond the way things are now. Leaders are those who are led by vision, who are driven by vision, who see something in the future out there in the distance and are moving towards it. They can see beyond the limitations of the current circumstances, the current situation. Think of the greatest leaders that you may know. Each one was led by a powerful vision, by a powerful dream that propelled them forward through insurmountable odds to achieve extraordinary things. Leaders are people who create change, personally in their own lives, in the lives of their families, as well as in the lives of others, in their communities, even in the world. The key to leadership is in overcoming fear. It's in overcoming doubt. It's in overcoming disbelief. It's in overcoming the limitations of our own psyche, our own minds, the programs that we've grown up with, and replacing them with clarity, with purpose, with passion, with vision. There are two types of people. There are leaders and there are followers. Again, the 2% who are making extraordinary wealth in this world are those who are creating value for others, who are creating services for others. They're people who have stood up and begun to lead in different industries, in different areas of life. And then there's everyone else, the 98%, who tend to congregate around those leaders. The 98% are subsisting on the vision, on the passion of those leaders, of that 2%. You have within you the potential, the capacity, the power to become an extraordinary leader, just in your own life. Yet the key will be in overcoming fear, in overcoming doubt. And the way to overcome fear and doubt is by taking action. Action is the cure for doubt. Action is the cure for fear. So I ask you again, who's in control of your life? Are you in control? Are you led by your heart and soul, by your vision, by your purpose, by your passion? Or are you limited by fear? Does fear still govern what you do or what you don't do? The Get Empowered program is about cultivating personal leadership. It's about discovering the leader within you. It's about unlimiting your personal potential. It's about doing extraordinary things. It's about discovering who you really are. It's about offering value to the world, to others. It's about serving others. It's about helping others. It's about making a difference in your own life, in your family's life, and in the lives of others. It's about demonstrating what's possible. And only when we engage in the pursuit of personal leadership, only when we pursue personal excellence, only when we increase our personal value, are we capable of offering value and service to others. Remember, the key to wealth, the key to success in life, is in being able to offer value and service to others. And as individuals, we're capable of offering so much more value than we need to consume. We live in an abundant and prosperous universe. As individuals, we're capable of creating far more than we need to consume. And thus, there never need be lack, because each individual is capable of creating so much more than they personally need. Yet unfortunately, our education, our upbringing, our society, our environment does not prepare us to become creators. It prepares us to be consumers. Our modern culture and contemporary education system doesn't teach us to think creatively, to think independently. Instead, we're typically conditioned to not think creatively, to simply follow orders, to demonstrate that we're good boys or girls by simply following instructions. Now, unfortunately, this is disempowering at a very fundamental level. And the key to rediscovering your personal power, your passion, is in rediscovering your ability to lead in your own life. The key is in overcoming fear, doubt, and disbelief. And as you do this, you will discover incredible and unlimited potential within yourself. You're capable of amazing things. You'll surprise yourself. Remember, there's no difference between you or me and anybody else, anyone that's doing extraordinary things in this world. The only difference is that they believed and they took action. I'm going to share with you a secret success formula. And if you remember this and apply this, it can change everything. Belief plus action equals results. And the degree that we believe determines the degree to which we have to act. The greater the level of belief, the less action is required to get a result. The lower the level of belief, the greater the amount of action is required to get the very same result. Yet as we take action, belief increases, even when we fail. Every time we take action, our belief, our confidence, the belief in the possibility of success increases. Action is empowerment. It is empowering. And by consistently taking action, we increase our belief, and eventually the amount of action required to get a result decreases, diminishes. Ultimately, at the end of the day, belief is what matters. Everything comes down to belief. What you believe is possible for you. Our beliefs limit us or liberate us. And it's essential to do the work necessary to purify our souls, to purify our minds, our hearts, from limiting beliefs that we've been conditioned with since childhood. The path of personal leadership is discovering your true value, your true worth, your true potential. It's rediscovering that you are valuable, perfect as you are, and that fear is a phantom that need no longer govern your life. Living beyond fear is what life is truly about. In fact, we never truly live until we overcome fear. Another secret I'd like to share with you in this video is the key to developing this power, this personal leadership, this freedom from fear. And that is by learning to focus and become rooted in the present moment. All roads lead to this. Previously, I've discussed how we've shifted from the industrial age to the information age, from physical work to mental work. I wonder if you can guess what's next. I wonder if you can guess what will come beyond the information age, beyond the age of the mind. But that's a topic for another video. What's important now is to remember that the best way to prepare for the future is by embracing the present. And the Get Empowered program is the leading edge of the information age, what's happening right now and where things are going. As our world continues to change, continues to evolve, and as our economy reflects and mirrors those changes, it's essential to stay on the leading edge, to stay at the forefront of what's happening. This is what the Get Empowered program is about. It's about unlimiting human potential, unlimiting your personal potential, and enabling you to make the shift into the new, into what's coming. More and more, the power of belief is increasingly becoming significant in our lives, in every aspect of our lives. Right now, virtually everyone has access to the same tools, to the same technology. The only thing differentiating people is their belief systems, is their ability to believe in what they can personally accomplish. So to briefly review what we've covered so far in this video, there are two types of leadership: personal leadership and professional leadership. Personal leadership is the essence of leadership, because through engaging in personal leadership, we increase our personal value, we overcome fear, we overcome doubt, and only then are we capable of acting honestly, sincerely, in integrity, authentically, in the service of others. As we do that, we become magnetically attractive. As we serve others, we become invaluable. And the law of compensation simply states that you will be rewarded in life based on the level of value you offer others, based on the level of service that you provide others. As individuals, we're capable of producing and creating far more than we need for ourselves. We're capable of producing far more value than we would need as an individual. We can each serve many people, tens, hundreds, thousands. Yet unfortunately, our society, our education system hasn't caught up yet. It hasn't prepared us to make this shift into a creator economy. Our culture has thus far conditioned us to be consumers rather than creators. Yet value in wealth, success, is in creation. And by getting empowered, you unlimit your personal potential. You unlimit your personal ability to offer value to others, to lead with purpose and with passion. By developing personal leadership, you reclaim control over your life. You free yourself, you liberate yourself from fear. You begin to experience life beyond doubt, beyond disbelief, and you begin to accomplish incredible things. Naturally, your bank account will tend to reflect the level of service and leadership that you demonstrate in the world. And the key to all of this is in progressively becoming more and more selfless. And the key to that is learning how to live in the present moment, to act out of the present moment, beyond fear, beyond the need for self-preservation. And everything begins with taking action. I'd like to thank you for investing in yourself, for taking the time to watch these videos. A lot of people will rather be entertained than educated. Yet if you've made it this far, you've demonstrated that you're different, that you're ready to regain the reins over your life, and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get in control of your life and your circumstances, that you're ready and willing to create the life that you deserve. And with that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video, The Power of You. Make it a fantastic day to your absolute and total success.